Hello everybody, welcome to Multiplayer Modded Minecraft, where we went live on the 2nd, as announced by the church bells. With me here is Willis.
Howdy. Yeah.
And all that. And CangoFango next to me.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
And we'll see... Mr. W's on the server, might not join in VC, and Jamie will be along at some point as well, I think. So...
Alright, okay.
Right, time to figure this out. So... I did briefly look at the thermal evaporation multi-block structure online in the wiki, and it said, I'm not sure how up to date it was, but it said that it needed some sort of thermal energy from thermal conductors, which I don't believe are a part of regular Mekanism. Either that or they're not anymore, or because it was part of the Feed the Beast pack, it was mod integration from another mod. Either way, I don't know if that's what it needs. The other thing was, it said about solar panels in the corners, which I may end up doing, but then it also talked about some sort of converter block that turns the electricity into thermal energy. But the diagram, like the screenshot on the website, showed the advanced solar panels just placed on here without any blocks between them. So, oh, there's Eagle's train. I do love to see it go by. So I don't know which of the two is actually gonna be what I need. So what I want to do first is try connecting the cable from down here with this, and we'll see if just pumping electricity into it is going to be enough.
Right.
Then we'll see if this tower is enough to provide all the electricity this needs, if it needs electricity. If so, that's great. If not, then I'm probably going to just invest in the solar panels and do that. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, also I do want to find out which traveler's backpack I want to turn this one into.
Oh.
How about you, Willis?
Yeah. I don't know.
All of the above. Possibly. Okay. We've got Moni and Blue in chat.
Hello.
Hey, our show is live. Moni says hi. Blue says why?
Why? Well, because it's fun to play this game, especially with friends, and presumably it's fun for you to watch and interact as well.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'm not sure why. There's a backpack that feeds you with delicious cake.
If only we had that in real life.
Are the lights... I thought the lights were flickering a little.
Oh.
The diamond backpack grants +3 armor, which might be good. Ooh, actually, quartz. Haste. Haste is always useful.
Blue says the lights are...
Oh, well,
They are flickering.
if they are flickering...
Should I check cable?
Yeah.
Right, I'll be right back, folks.
Thank
Be right
you.
back. You said
Yeah.
are the lights, says Blue.
Yes.
So
whether they're flickering.
sorry, Blue. Are they flick? The lights are. Okay, I think that might just be a joke. Are they flickering or are they not? Because I didn't see them flicker. I don't actually know if they're flickering. Okay, so Blue doesn't know. So let's say, okay, Blue, if you see them flickering, please let us know. Otherwise, we'll just leave it as is.
If they're flickering, blink once. If they're not flickering, blink twice.
Oh yeah.
But what if you can't blink because you've just had an eye examination and you can't close your eyes?
Oh no.
Then you can't see well enough to know if they're flickering or not.
Yeah. Blue says, "Let me pursue my dream of stand-up."
Good. Right, so I'm thinking either the block reach one or the haste one. Probably... Probably the haste, I'm thinking. But I'd need to get a whole bunch of quartz for that. Let's do the wires first. Actually, I might as well put this on. Equip. Good.
Okay, Blue says, "I like the new cat on the stream."
Oh?
Do
The-
we have a new cat
the
on
new
the
cat?
stream?
Okay, cables. Let's see, can I just run this across here? Okay, that does not connect. Hold on.
Oh, Blue says, "But I wonder what happened to Dottie." Oh, it's the stream you are watching. Oh yeah, of course.
Does it connect up there?
Blue's wondering what happened to the old cat Dottie
The old cat Dottie.
from the streams that Blue was watching.
Ah.
This, do you remember that?
Oh, that one. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
from the where you can
Yeah.
adopt the... I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the cables do not connect, which means it doesn't look like it needs electricity.
I'll leave her on 24/7.
Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Hold up.
I think it is what Blue wanted.
There we go. Oh, that's slightly annoying.
Is it?
Yeah.
Blue says, "Yours."
Okay, that means I'm gonna have to,
Break it.
yeah, break all three of these,
Really?
and then put these back down, and then have that be separate, and then connect that again. Otherwise this is gonna fill with water, and then I can't get it out again. So, it looks like it doesn't need electricity. I tried piping it into the actual casing, into the vent, or the controller. None of them accept it. If I look at... Actually, basic thermodynamic conductor. Maybe that's what it needs. Like, it says heat from Mekanism. But what would generate such heat? Assumedly the heat generators. Let's have a look at the heat generators UI.
Blue turns to Moni and says, "Moni Mahogany, can you tell me more about your gardening habits?" Moni, I think that's a question to you.
Okay, so the heat generator does have units of Kelvin here. Maybe I can use the heat generator.
Blue says, "That's true. I am turning to face you, Moni. You're like the Mecca." Moni says, "Okay, I have to be in the garden from 6 to 10 a.m. Blue says, "I'm not the bingo hall I know you frequent." "I'm not the bingo hall I know you frequent." Oh wow, that's a lot of dedication.
Okay, so
Wow.
I think I'm
That is
gonna.
impressive, Moni.
I think I'm gonna steal the
4 straight hours of gardening.
advanced solar panel, one of them from up here, and see if that works. If I just put it on top of the other thing. Haha.
Oh. I want to see that in third person.
It doesn't really.
That looks nice though. I like that. Blue says, Tango, is it true you were forgotten and left in a mecha bingo hall when you were younger?
Huh.
Even if it is true, it must have been so long ago that I wouldn't remember it. Because I don't remember it.
Right.
But possibly, who knows. Moni says, it's a duty because I have to help.
Ah.
Oh.
So it looks like the solar panels, well, for one thing, they do work. So
I respect that, Moni Mahogany.
also the stored heat is increasing. Or is that the stored heat, or is that...
Is that production?
No, I think it's just getting hotter, and that because it's getting hotter, it's increasing the production. But I'm not sure what it would help to have more than one solar panel, because that one solar panel is increasing the temperature just fine by itself. I guess we can see if it reaches a level at which it plateaus, but like it's already just now generated 10 buckets of brine. So I think I'm just going to leave it with this one solar panel for now, and then if need be I'm going to make another one back for the roof. Actually,
good idea.
Let's have a look. How expensive are they?
Moni replies, says, I'm glad to know that. Dot. Blue says, the use of the full stop terrifies me.
What?
The use of the full stop terrifies me.
I use them too in chat messages.
I guess it just depends on the context.
Okay,
XD.
so
That's alright.
we've got brine. Now we need the brine. We need to turn into sulfur.
Blue says, there is a thyme in a place, maggot lice.
Yes.
A thyme. And
A thyme in a place. The thyme is always. Aha. Okay, so sulfur trioxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur dust, because we need the hydrogen chloride. And to get that, we need chlorine, which we get from brine. Okay. Which means we need another electrolytic separator, which I think we've already got in the list. Yeah, up here.
the hair just silent. You say thyme, the hair just silent. Okay. I just wanted to, like, if I had just read it out, like, known that you had spelled differently. That's how yeah. Gets killed, Conga.
Okay. Okay, good. Gunpowder production is progressing, which is good.
I think I just did get killed. Right.
How's the wood production going? Because this should hopefully be full again. Which it isn't. In fact, it's empty. Why? Are those still too low? Weird. I guess I'm gonna raise them by another block. Okay, so they were at this height, so I'm going to put them one even higher, well, two higher. So I'm going to put them on this height. Although that might mean that we've got more cacti stored up.
There's the clock again. Okay. Oh, there's a stream title. You've got a stream title.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh no, how did that happen?
Brain to other fun and totally safe stuff. Brine. Really?
Yes.
Does your plan involve brine then?
Do you even know what what I've spent the last stream building?
Brine?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
As I guess I was just so distracted with
You were too busy reading chat.
Yeah, probably. If the chat is active, it is quite...
Look there.
What's it for?
Brine is to get chlorine.
Is that for your reactor?
Okay, so I need to get fissile fuel. And to get fissile fuel, I need uranium hexafluoride, which I need hydrofluoric acid, for which I need sulfuric acid, for which I need sulfur trioxide, for which I need sulfur dioxide, for which I need sulfur, for which I need gunpowder, which I've got, and hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride, I need chlorine, and to get chlorine, I need brine.
Oh. I completely missed the brine.
Right, so now I've got the brine, but I still
now.
need to...
You obviously need to go back and watch the last stream where he explained it all.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to go a little bit further because I need to make a few more rockets. I'm glad that the recipe for firework rockets is so cheap.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder who else is going to show up today.
Who knows? Okay, so let's see if this is still powered enough. It should be, because I've got the heat.
Blue says, I showed up. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I just meant on top of the people who are already here.
1, 2,
sort of
3,
thing,
4,
but
5.
I appreciate that.
6, 7. Because I need 7.
Blue says, please don't squash me.
I'll consider it.
Because I said on top, yeah. I got it.
Okay, so there we go. Now it's making the stuff.
Basic energy cube. Basic universal cable. Advanced solar generator.
Good.
Imagine that. Just the atoms. Sorry, here's what you're looking at. Imagine if that had voiceover.
I mean, there is a narrator for the chat.
Well, yes. But here's what you're looking at.
Mm.
If it was like a sat-nav voice thing, we can choose your voice. And just add one for every single block. And mob and things like that. Blue says, what just flew past me?
That was the joke.
Could it be that big green insect that you had a couple years ago in your room? Is that still in your room?
Gold, iron, osmium, osmium.
Shut up, Kango! I'm sorry. That bugger was freaky. Bugger? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry for bringing up that memory again.
Okay, I need one.
I should have thought better
gold
of it.
dust.
Yes,
Any gold in here? Yes.
It must have gone out. But when and how? But when and how? It's definitely not here now, though. Okay, it's good that you're so sure. It's good that you're so sure.
Yeah. I mean, it would be terrible if you weren't sure, and because you don't know where and how it went, and so the thought, like, it would be terrible if the thought of it actually still, even to this day, still living there, being always just behind you, if that were your thought.
Oh, it's caring blue now.
No, I'm saying it's good that that's not the case.
Well, yeah, but still. Reverse psychology. Kind of. Blue says, well, if it is around, it's a dead shell in an oak box. Do you know how long they live for? Because everything in the room was taken out when it was repainted. Okay.
Yeah, but those things that you took out of the room, you put back into the room, and maybe it's in some of those things.
And that was a year for you. That was a year off you after I saw it.
Sodium.
Okay.
How am I going to do that? Well, if I put this here, it's going to input from there. Then I've got 2 outputs and 1 power. Okay, so...
Yeah, but there's only like 2 small tubs it could realistically be in.
Exactly.
Let me have my piece.
Exactly, it could be in either one of those 2 tubs.
Let me have my piece.
Okay.
Shush! Exclamation points.
So up needs to be...
we won't talk about it again. How about that? Not in this
energy.
Thing.
Right needs to be output. Well, actually, which?
No, don't mind.
Left needs to be.
I guess distant memory.
Input.
You say.
Strict input. Not sure what that means.
Bloody well up, it's distant. They're a thing had claws for a rectum.
I mean, who doesn't?
Classic response.
Okay, let's see if I can just connect it like this. Yes, but it's still not drawing anything.
Blue raises an eyebrow and their hand, says, I don't.
You don't?
Look there.
Huh. Who knew? Now let's see, can I pump it like that and then have this be pull? Yes! Which means I don't need that bit. Okay, there's the electrolytic separator. It's making chlorine and it's making sodium at an equal rate, which is good. Now the problem is gonna be the same as with the oxygen and hydrogen over here, being that I still haven't figured out how to vent overflow. Maybe I can just... Hold on. Generator. Maybe I can burn it.
Uh-oh.
I mean, with with the hydrogen... and well, yeah, with hydrogen I should be able to burn it. But I wanted to keep that full and then just burn the excess. But I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Okay, well I'm getting the chlorine anyway. Now I'm not sure if I can just output, well, output 2 it would be, output 2 to the right, yeah. I'm not sure if I can just output the, oh, actually auto eject, yeah, so that should work. Now, chlorine and hydrogen. I've got hydrogen over here, which means I need to pipe that up to this thing. And I need that in a chemical infuser, which isn't that expensive. But I do need to hop back over to my little machine shed.
Gotcha.
Okay, then explain it to me, please.
What you said.
What did I say?
Exactly.
Aha!
Yes, you did.
Oh, Blue, look at that. There's Blue.
Little cockroach.
Wrong
Say
link,
1,
eh?
2, 3, 4.
Wrong link, man, the joke. Imagine that was it. Funny, right? It's the same gift though, isn't it?
The fans can go.
Yeah. Right, I'll stop your stream. I thought I did earlier.
I need 4 of those.
Strange. Anyway.
I need 4 steel. Well, okay.
Selection reveal, yeah. The fans, someone's famous. Yeah, they're outside now. In a minute we'll need to lower the shutters.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this keeping up still? It should be. Yes, it is, I think. Yep. Okay, so having these 2 running simultaneously is not too much draw.
It's powering down. Okay.
I mean, I do feel a little bit neglected, because when Kango was working on his nuclear project, you offered him to take on the fissile fuel production, but when I run my own nuclear program, I don't get the same offer.
I don't have the facilities to do it.
Well, neither do I.
Well, then I did.
Okay, fair point.
Blue says, equity, not equality, MAGA lies.
I'm running a more primitive build this time. I don't have all the fancy stuff.
Okay, 2 osmium. Yep, that's actually, is that correct? I need 2 more. 2 more. There we go. I got the 2 basic control circuits. Now I just need the 2 tanks, which means 8 and 8. And chemical infuser done. As is highlighted by the church bells once again.
Yeah, great timing.
Okay. So... Oh, this already got the chlorine. Nice. Except that this is now full of sodium and can't do anything more, which means I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. Maybe I'm just gonna make a really just ridiculously huge tank and just pump it all in there with all my other stuff that I don't need, like excess water. Nothing can go wrong with that, right?
Sure.
Okay, and then I need... Nope, it was the white one. Which means I need the basic mechanical pipe, I think. Though I might need more, which is steel in a bucket.
You're going to steal a bucket?
No, I never said that.
You said you were stealing a bucket.
You must be mistaken.
We'll check the stream. I heard it. Aha. Didn't think of that, did you?
Gulp. Gulp.
Maybe. Back needs to be input 2. Right needs to be... Actually, no, right needs to be nothing. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. But why didn't the back switch? Back input 2. Why didn't it connect, I wonder? Left is input 1. Back is input 2. So why didn't it connect to the mechanical pipe? I don't know. Do you know? Maybe if I connect it all the way. And so this should be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just gonna do the back. So back needs to be output. Okay, now this one isn't connecting either. Is the mechanical pipe not for gases? Maybe that's the issue. Maybe the mechanical pipe is for fluids, which might be different than to gases in this. That would potentially explain it. Let's see if I've got some other pipes for gases, specifically. Logistical transfer, that's items blocks. That one's fluids. Let's just look for pipe. Basic mechanical. Let's just look through mechanism. So we've got the cables. Pressurized tube, that'll be it.
Okay.
Even though it's got the same millibucket rating, which means glass and steel. Which means more steel.
Emichu's an idol.
Glass and steel, I need some glass and steel.
Emichu might be joining soon.
Maybe.
Also, happy September, folks.
One step
Yeah,
closer
just
to...
what's so happy about it?
It's one step closer to winter.
I was wishing a happy September.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Okay. just making myself some pressurized pipes. And by pipes...
Sure you are.
Okay. Mr. W says, I'm head off now. I'm still down in the caves. Bye. Okay, bye-bye.
Good night, Mr. W. Would have been funny if Emichu joined the frame Mr. W left.
Mr. W left the game. Emichu joined the game.
Yeah, exactly.
How would one... Oh. That's a lot of resources.
Oh.
And steel dust into the energized smelter. I'm glad they didn't call it the lazy smelter. Okay, and pressurized transport pipes. Now let's see if this connects. That also does not appear to connect. Does it connect to this one? Okay, it does connect to this one. Let's just bring it up and around. Maybe it'll connect when it's... Nope. Hydrogen. Maybe that's not the back? Oh, that's clearly the front. Input, output. Okay, that's not doing anything. Energy? Nope. None. Input 1? Nope. Input 2. Maybe I need to do that? Back? Let's see, back cyan. Not sure how that works. Although no, it should be the orange, shouldn't it? Purple, light blue, lime, aqua, red, magenta, yellow. Maybe yellow. Input 2. Gases. Eject on. This is confusing. Eject on. Right input, input, front output. Well, what if I set this to input 2? Oh. Oh, now it connected. Oh! This is... Oh, I see. These... Oh, because it switches between two separate tabs. Like, this is the config for items, this is the config for gases. I see. Okay. So that makes sense. I just didn't register that because it didn't show both tabs that I was switching between, so I thought that was just settings. However, we do have some hydrogen chloride. And that is gonna keep making hydrogen chloride until it runs out of chloride, because there isn't any more chloride being produced, because the brine is not being worked because the sodium is full. But we are getting hydrogen chloride. Right. Now, let's see. Maybe there are some of the... I know that certain... which one am I looking for? This one. Yeah, I know that certain mods feature like deep storage tanks, which are like ridiculously huge just to dump resources in. But there isn't any sort of deep storage thing in this, I don't think. Unless there are specific tanks. Basic fluid tank, advanced fluid tank. Does this... Okay, so this works for... For what? This, okay, hydrogen. Okay, so the fluid tanks also work for gases, even though the fluid pipes do not work for gases. Dynamic tank, that might be what I'm looking for. The casing used in the dynamic tank multi-block, a structure capable of storing great amounts of fluid and chemicals. That sounds like what I want. And that's just a 4 steel around a bucket. Okay, so that sounds like the thing that I need. Now, did I not already have a chemical injector? Nope, chemical oxidizer. Did I have one in the list? Let's just double check that that's actually what I need. Chemical injection chamber, yes. Oh, that needs a purification chamber. That means I need a whole bunch of redstone, osmium. It's this that's going to be expensive. Diamond dust. Each one of those 1, I believe. Well, 1 or 2. Because it says diamond 20 millibuckets. I'm not sure if a diamond gets you 10 millibuckets or 20. It might be 2. Might be 2 to 1. Although it does say 1... Well, yeah, it might be 2 to 1. Which means... Oh, and these ones each need 1 as well. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Yeah. 8, which means potentially 16. Ah, that's gonna be expensive. Okay, well... Let's get working on it, I suppose. Luckily, the digital miner has already given me a lot of diamonds, but at this rate, not sure how long those are gonna last, really. There we go, 16 diamonds. So what are you up to then, Willis?
Finishing my breakwater around my harbor. Got to protect my harbor.
Good. From whom? From you.
From rough seas.
Gotcha.
Did I put my iron somewhere and I've just forgotten about it? Because I thought...
Perhaps.
I mean, I've got some iron here. That's not really a whole lot. I'm gonna grab more from my house. Oof. Okay, I've only got, like, aside from this, I've only got like 2 blocks of iron left. Which really does mean that I'm gonna have to set up the digital miner again at some point in the not too distant future.
Though hopefully in the same galaxy. Not much going on, there's not any
Although
more chat.
Star Wars, that was in a galaxy far, far away, but also a long time ago.
Yeah, true point. But yeah, no more chat currently, so...
Again, that needs 3.
Kango is bored out of his mind.
I do wish I could do something.
You guys want to get another computer?
Want? Yes.
I said when.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I wish I could answer. Like, I wish I'd known it myself, but... Yes. It has to be quite a... to be able, it has to be something that can run like really hard, like applications with a lot of graphical. Like it needs to be a good, it needs to be a good computer that won't like start lagging as soon as it has to render any sort of.
Trains vegetation.
Trains vegetation, yes, and just like modern graphics. So it wouldn't exactly be cheap. So yeah, I don't know.
You should buy a Powerball ticket. The jackpot's up to 1.1 billion or something like that. You could probably get a decent computer with that.
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
I need 8 more. Eight more? Coming right up.
Would you like that to go?
Yes, please.
There's the sticker in full screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there are only like 5 or so days left on the South Pole's beta, and on this second round, no further bug reports have been filed. So that's promising.
Yeah. It's really quite a relief, but yeah. It'll be a proper relief once that cycle's fully completed without any bugs, but yeah. So far so good, as they say. Okay.
Right, so I got those. Now I need the basic circuits, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 osmium. Almost done. There we go. Now I need both of these, and then it's time to figure out. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those reinforced alloys, and each one of those means another of those. Hold on, didn't I? Oh, yes, right, of course, I already made them. Haha. Okay, so let's see how much this is gonna eat. Is it 1 or 2? Oh, I can't. Oh, I need to crush them first, of course. Let's crush 1 diamond first. Let's see if that's enough to make the conversion. No. Okay, so I was right, unfortunately. I do need 16 diamonds to crush into dust, to make the advanced alloys, to make the chemical injection chamber. With a chemical injection chamber, you can revitalize corals. You can take dead corals, inject them with steam, and then they get back to the living corals.
Wow.
So they just needed a little freshening up.
Yes. Also, I think it's part of the ore duplication process. I think you can get... Yeah, that's... Each one of those is a gold clump, and then each one of those is a dirty clump, and then that one's dust. Which means...
Or is it?
Yes, it is. Which means... Wait, gold crystal? Chemical crystallizer. Clean gold slurry. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that yet.
Best not to touch the slurry.
Yes. Although, did I miscalculate? Because no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I guess I didn't have enough of those before. Yeah, so I need like 4 more of these. Yay, 4 reinforced alloys, nice and shiny and blue.
It kind of looks like an ice cube.
Hello, Wasted Tries.
Tries, hi.
I'm...
The one moment I don't look at chat, you snake in.
I am currently busy using a lot of my diamonds to make a chemical infusion chamber so that I can make sulfur. But it'll hopefully be worth it. Okay, last one. There we go. Now, 2 of these. And I need 2 gold ingots. Which I get from my stores. I've got so much more gold than I do iron. Which means now, finally, ta-da-da-dum, chemical injection chamber. An elite machine capable of processing ores into 4 shards, serving as the initial stage of 400% ore processing. Yes,
Mekanism.
but that's not what I'm going to be using it for. Instead, I'm going to be using it to make sulfur, which some might say is undignified for such a noble machine, but I don't care. Although this maybe wasn't the best ever design. Okay, so...
It at least looks industrial, so that's a plus.
Uranium oxide.
Wasted Try says...
Yeah, I need sulfur, so I need hydrogen and gunpowder. Now the hydrogen Wait, no, not hydrogen. I need hydrochloric acid, yes? Oh, hydrogen chloride, sorry. Hydrogen chloride and gunpowder. I can get I'll place it. If I put it here, I can put a pressurized pipe there to get the hydrogen chloride in, and then I can put a mechanical pipe from the chest that goes out, up, over, and in.
Where's the Triceps Pigs?
Uh-oh.
Says, a noble machine making non-noble gases and other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going. Yeah, and then where am I going to put the sulfur? That's the question. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to need to put the sulfur into a chemical oxidizer to make the sulfur dioxide. Basically, okay, I need to. Okay, I'm gonna put it here for now, and we'll see how that goes. Left doesn't need anything. Front needs to be input, and right needs to be the output. Which means I need one of the pressurized tubes. Put that there. Now it's full of hydrogen chloride. Now I just need to transfer some gunpowder up there, for which I'll use the logistical transport pipes. So there, up, over, well, and in. Okay. And then I guess I can have the output go upwards. You can tell that I didn't really plan this thing through.
Alright.
Okay, now this needs to be made into an output. So pull.
That's where a couple sheets of graph paper come in handy.
Yes. So this is going to be output. This is going to be input. Ah, there it comes. There's the gunpowder.
Always to try to speak some more.
Aha.
Always to try to says, if you traveled back in time more than 100 or 200 years, would any manufacturing or industrial knowledge gained from the games you've played help you replicate or advance the technology?
To answer that properly, I would have to be more aware of the actual like engineering of these technologies on a deeper level. I mean,
It might give you an advance on like figuring out the theory of stuff.
Maybe.
If the game was accurate.
Yes.
I mean, when was electrolysis discovered? Or I guess invented? Because, like, that's one aspect that is simulated in this, where you can use electricity to separate hydrogen and oxygen from water. So maybe that could be useful. Although, if I recall correctly, that only works with... Is it direct current or alternating current? It only works with one of them and not the other, I believe. I'm not sure which, though. Also, would you like a little bit of sulfur, as I've now got some? You can use it as yellow dye.
Where's the try?
Really expensive. Imagine that. if you build all of this stuff, look, all of that back there, and this, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
just to make yellow dye.
Yeah.
Just pick a dandelion, for goodness sake. Yeah. Ways to try says, good question. I assume it goes back to 1800 or so, which is when Humphrey Davies isolated gas from air.
Okay, I need to make some of those big storage tanks.
Right.
Which means I need more steel.
Humphrey Davy, okay.
Okay, and this is run out because the system's blocked up, which means that this is the correct thing to be working on. Right. Let's just make 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, it's 4 per, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Humphrey Dumfries.
2, 3, 4.
Ways to try says, he was the first to use electricity to isolate sulfur, by the way.
Ah, I did not know that. Okay, which means I need to go grab some more charcoal, of which there, well, I mean, I think I've still got some in my chest over here. Yes, okay, good.
Oh.
And then I need 8 in here as well. Bum 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 bum.
Ooh, Emichu's on idle again. Might try. An hour in. We're an hour in, so possibly. Would be nice.
Yeah, but although I did already say this before, but we weren't streaming then, but I'm quite tired and so might not do the whole 3 hours.
In that case, it would be even better if Emichu joined now.
Yeah.
Did you say this off stream as well?
Hmm?
In tech, did you say it in texture as well?
No.
Okay.
You do really need a lot of metallurgic infuser usage to make all the stuff you need in this mod.
Ways to try says, checking Wikipedia. Sorry, that was wrong.
Well, I mean, thanks for double checking.
Yeah. Do you know the name of the individual who was actually the first to do that?
That we know of.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody in like 730 BC might have already done that. Or BCE, if you prefer that. Although that has some significant drawbacks as well, that system. Okay, almost finished on that one. I suppose I might as well already start smelting those. Oh, was that a cat bumping on the mic?
No.
Oh. Thought it might have been. Was it a horse?
It was a heffalump. They were chasing the woozles around the worm.
Was Horton involved as well?
I'm glad that it put speed upgrades in the energized smelter. Okay. Now, 4 buckets. There we go. Now let's see how much storage capacity these have. I'm going to need one... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need one over here. Instead of this one, right? Right.
Okay, Wistry says, do what? Humphrey Davy did basically invent electrochemistry. That is how he isolated so many elements, but not sulfur. I meant the first to use electricity to isolate sulfur. That's what I meant. Who was the first to do that?
Oh, so I need a dynamic valve to get... okay. Well, I guess I gotta make some more of those control circuits.
Huh.
Which was 1 osmium and 2 of these. And since I want 4 and each makes 2, I'm gonna need this amount.
Wistry says, as for electrolysis of hydrogen, Cavendish discovered it via chemical reactions, not electricity. Okay.
Or were those just chemical reactions, or were they chemical reactions that produced electricity that then did the electrolysis? Because I'm not sure how you would... Like, can you get electrolysis without electricity being involved at all?
No.
No. Which way? Because I'm not sure what that was no to. Okay. Dynamic valve. This should be an input.
Ooh.
Is that going to be enough? No. Oh! Oh, wait. I think I know what the issue is. I think with these ones you need to...
Oh, Emichu's in chat.
Oh, hey, Jamie.
Yeah. Okay, Wistry, very quickly, Wistry says, well, the electromagnetic force is involved in any chemical reaction, but not a current in that case.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Emichu says, sorting my farm out and farm together too, then gonna join, may not be on BC immediately.
Okay. Also, I am feeling quite tired, so I might not do the full 3 hours, just to warn you. Also, yeah, with these tanks, I think they might be like this one, where you have to build... where you have to build them with an empty space in the middle, and that might then be the space that gets filled with the liquid or gas. In which case, I don't have anywhere near enough the stuff for this, sorry. So I guess let's try the regular, let's try create fluid tanks. Maybe they can work. Do I have any of them? No, but it's just a barrel and some squished copper, I think. Yeah. So I'm not gonna use... Well, actually, yeah, I'm not gonna use all of them because I might need some for pipes and pumps from that mod as well, if the Mekanism pipes do not feed into the create tanks, which they might not. So I'm going to try it with just one, which means I can already start crafting the barrel. Is there any more chat?
I'll have a look. Alright. This is Wasted Tries says, following the invention of Volta's voltaic power in 1800, William Nicholson and Anthony Carlisle were the first to show sustained electrolysis of water into hydrogen and oxygen in 1800. So my guess for 1800 is looking pretty solid. Thanks for offering that monetary reward. And Emichu says, fine by me, running out of stuff to do.
Yeah, well, I still have so much to do. Like, I have got the sulfur production working, but with an asterisk. Because while it does make that, the system is getting clogged up with sodium and oxygen. So I need to figure out a way of either storing vast quantities of that or binning it, basically. But I'm not sure how to...
Is there anything that uses those as ingredients?
There is, but not stuff that I need right now. And making those product chains might result in even more resources that aren't used as byproducts. Right, so that is oxygen, which means I need the basic pressurized tube. And that gets drawn out there. Does that connect? No, it doesn't. Okay. Which means I might be able to use a create pump. Well, maybe... no. Well, actually, yeah, maybe I can use a create pump. So, well... I suppose I can maybe try a create pipe and see if the pipe connects. Because if the pipe does not... Although it might be dependent on the sides. Tell you what, just to test this thoroughly, I'm going to make an actual pump and pipe and see about how that works. So I need a pipe and a cog for the pump, and pipes are that and that. Now, did I already have pipes left? I do have pipes left. Good. And I just need one of those and a plank to make a gear. And then it's just the gear and the pipe to make the pump. And then I need a water wheel because I need to power it, and create doesn't like working with power other than kinetic. Now yes, we do have a mod that allows the conversion of kinetic energy to electric energy, but I'm not sure if that's compatible with Mekanism. Plus that's a whole nother branch of stuff that would be needed.
Wasted Tries replies to Emichu about not having stuff to do. Wasted Tries says, will you care to work as a low-paid drudge in the Shardhouse chemical factory? Making advanced products like sulfur, guaranteed to sweeten your day. Sweeten the day, yes. Sure.
Okay, I need more gears as well, I think.
Emichu says, absolutely not.
Yeah, I heard the supervisor can be a real slave driver.
Oh. Right as the bell chimes.
Yes, now get back to work.
Oh, yeah.
What was the... Oh, right, it was... This... No, it was 1 for big and 2 for small. Yes, good. Good. So that needs to go out by 1. And then I guess out by another 1. And then if I put the big water wheel here, I guess I can put it adjacent to the pipe. And then I need a little bit of flowing water down on the base. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, so I just need a little bit of water down there.
Oh, it's turning?
It is turning. However, it does not appear to be extracting anything. And this was the correct side for the output. Output 2 into the pump. And auto eject is on, yes? Well, no, it's off. If I turn it on. Okay, this... Okay, so now we know that the Create pumps are not compatible with Mekanism, which means I'll put this stuff back.
You gotta start over.
Well, it means that I've got to figure out a different way of doing it. Luckily, all of the stuff I made for Create is useful outside of this purpose anyway, so it's not any sort of wasted resources. I mean, we wouldn't want to waste any resources, would we?
Yeah, definitely not. Emichu says, are there mods for like superpowers and such? Maybe more farm animals, fun stuff, and less sciencey?
Hold on. One second.
In general,
So-
not on the server.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, well, you say superpowers.
Because it's mostly science stuff on the server at the moment.
Well, engineering / science stuff, yeah. I mean, the main mod that well, the main mod that I at least wanted to focus on was Create. And then yeah, there were a couple others that people recommended, but we did have to cut it down quite a bit for performance. I mean, I guess you could get, like, what when you say superpowers, like what sort of thing do you mean by that specifically?
More creative stuff. Fun creative, not chemicals and such. Performance for the one who never shows up. Also, there's chat, sorry. Wasted Tries also said above. Okay, so if you weren't going back to 1750 and had the goal of advancing technology, what computer game would you study in advance? No internet access or book reading allowed.
I would study Minecraft with Greg Tech mod.
Oh wow.
That's what I would. Minecraft with Greg Tech is what I would bring.
To the table. Wasted Try says, I'd say science is fun, but
Yeah, I mean,
then I'd have to ask
Mm.
myself why I don't do any science things.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously find this fun, so I would agree with you.
Emichu says, also the more farm animals and such, not just the superpowers, just examples I can think off the top of my head. Okay. I don't think we should add the toughest nails mod back in. So far, we've mostly had science stuff. Maybe we can switch it up next time.
Yeah, I mean, last time was focused very heavily on exploration, and this time,
nature.
yeah, this time there's a lot of engineering and science stuff, like you say. So yeah, I mean, I would be like, see, the thing is with like in general, I would be open to adding more mods to this. I mean, when we started this, we did already say that we had it very trimmed down to in regards to what mods we have, and then we could maybe add more mods later, as and when we see what the performance is like when actual factories and stuff get built. So yeah, I'm just not really sure what mods people would like to have added.
Because it's mostly been your picks. No offense, of course, your streams and such.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I did, see, I mean, because that's the thing. I do of course want everybody to have fun stuff that they enjoy doing, but I don't necessarily know about a lot of the mods in other areas other than, well, this sort of stuff that I enjoy. And so it can be difficult to find mods that other people would enjoy if they themselves also don't really know the mod scene very well. Now, what was the thing I was trying to... Oh, right, I remember now. I wanted to get the... Where did I put the... Oh, I put it in the chest. I wanted to get this chemical tank out because maybe it has a vent feature that I don't remember. Strict input off. Well, configure sides. Auto eject is on. Actually, infused types, pigments, slurries. Alright, so this is gases. Input left, output front. Auto eject is on. Kango, you said you wanted something to do. Maybe could you find out if there's a way to eject gases from Mekanism tanks?
Poke a hole in the top.
Well, I've already set it to output, but it doesn't output to nothing.
Have a look, see. Mechanism tank, fluid tank won't output a liquid. Is that it?
No, I want it to like vent or destroy.
Dynamic tank, feed the beast wiki.
No, I don't need the dynamic tanks. Those are the really big ones.
Okay. Oh, there's some more chat. Hold on. Emichu says, how about Pixelmon, a Pokemon mod for Minecraft?
I've heard about it from like 1.7.10, but I don't. Is that even updated?
I have no idea.
Well, I can try some of these tanks.
Also, Emichu, you might be good to put that on Discord so it doesn't get forgotten if it's just in chat. Wasted Try says, yeah, I object to all the boring chemistry stuff and Scott, Children of the Light, and wobbly laughs. So tedious. Emichu puts 3 question marks. I think those are just a joke. Is it so fluid tanks, yeah?
Well,
what is there a specific type of tank?
Well, either fluid tanks or chemical tanks.
A main battle tank.
Emichu says, what you mean wasted? I don't think that was genuine.
Okay, so that... Why does that not even...
Oh, chemical tanks. Okay. Here we go. Right.
Oh, well, these only for... Are these not for gases? I suppose these might not be for gases.
Wasted Try says, just healing. But what was the joke? As though those games also had chemical stuff in there. I guess. I don't know. Ah well. Let's have a look. Inventory inputting outputting.
Hold on, maybe there's a burner? Coal burner smokestack. Present hold the focus schematic overlay. Oh no, that's create. That's all create stuff. Gas burning generator. I guess I could put... Hold on, what recipe uses does this have?
Emichu says, was that a jab? I don't think he meant anything by it, really. I think it was just a joke in that sense.
No, I think the joke was because that game is so opposite to that. I think that was the joke. I don't think
the
that...
juxtaposition.
Yeah. I don't think that there was any sort of ill intent.
Yeah.
Generator that harnesses the variable, I guess it's okay. But what does it use?
Wasted Try says, you imply Cheridas as mostly science stuff in a stream. Pro, I misunderstood. In Minecraft, not in general. May skip tonight, not gonna lie. Oh, Emichu's not coming.
Okay, well... I mean...
I watch but not try.
Yeah, I'm...
Oh, there we go.
Again, like I said, I'm not sure how long I want to stream tonight anyway. Are you finding anything about venting or
I was
getting rid of
chat,
excess gases?
Light a match.
Here it says, by default, the chemical tank will be set to auto-eject for all substances. The side that the chemical tank will be auto-ejecting is the side with the red dot.
Yes, but auto-eject needs an inventory to eject into. That doesn't just vent to atmosphere, basically. There has to be a way to...
This can all be configured, of course, in its side config.
Fluidic plenisher? Huh.
Like other machines, chemical tank's GUI has a dump feature. Idle. The chemical tank will not dump anything. Dump excess. The chemical tank will limit its storage to only 99.5% of its full capacity.
Wait, so, yeah, but how does that work, the dump excess?
While dumping any excess, thus causing the tank to never be full. Also dump. The chemical tank will continuously dump its entire inventory, attempting to leave none left.
I see. It's this button here where it says idle, that.
Okay.
If you click on that, dumping excess. There we go. It just wasn't labeled. Okay. Dump excess. There we go. That's what I needed. Thank you. But that does mean that I'm going to need one more of these for the sodium. which I guess I can put back here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted it to connect to. And then this I can dump. Though that really just, yeah, that was pretty much all of it, which was unfortunate. Right. And then this needs to output that from slot 1 to the back. Output slot 1. Right? No. Oh, maybe sodium doesn't go into the chemical tank. Maybe sodium goes into the fluid tank. That might make sense, right? Okay. Oh, Willis, you left the game?
I don't know. All of a sudden it just locked up and seems to have kicked me out.
Oh, well, it says you've left the game. Unfortunate. Okay, so this doesn't... Can I output this now to the bottom? Output 1.
Hey, you rejoined.
Or maybe it's output 2? No, output 2 to the right.
Interesting.
Okay, so the fluid tank isn't getting the sodium either. What if I attached this? Is that gonna... The mechanical pipe isn't... Ooh, actually, can I just set this machine to dumping excess? Oh, I can, but it's not. Weird. Auto eject on. Okay. That is a little confusing, I will admit. This has got to dump X. Oh, I see. It's on either side. There we go. As easy as that. So yeah, I am a little tired. Which means that I need to make another chest and put that chest up top, and then maybe I can have this automatically eject output to the top, auto eject on. Yay! Ooh, although no, that shouldn't eject. That should not.
Try says, after watching this demo, will I be able to manufacture sulfur at home like I've always wanted?
Oh yes, of course. So it does. Ooh. That's ejecting to the right. Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! No, it was fine. It was just connected to the pipe. There we go. Yeah, I do like providing useful tutorials. Oh, and I've got like a stack too much gunpowder laying around now.
That happens.
Okay, so now this needs to auto-eject on. Yay! Now we're making sulfur in an automated way. Okay. That's really good. I do enjoy that. Okay. Right. So we've got the sulfur working, which means next we can make the chemical oxidizer. What's the recipe for that? Hold on, let me just get rid of some things here that we don't need anymore. Yeah, like that. So, chemical oxidizer. Ooh, I'll see, dynamic tank. So we're gonna see, useful.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely pre-planned. We need a chemical tank, which we also happen to have an extra one of now, which is good. Then we need a personal chest, which is a whole bunch of steel, and that is just osmium and redstone, so that's easy. 4 of these, 2 of those. Okay, so that's actually pretty easy to make. And then the chemical infuser turns the sulfur into sulfur dioxide, which we can then combine with the oxygen that we're already producing in another chemical infuser. So we need 2 of those into sulfur trioxide. So basically we just need 2 chemical infusers because we're already producing the oxygen. Then we've got that. And then we need, for the next step, we need a 3rd chemical infuser to get the sulfuric acid, but we need water vapor for that. Water vapor we get in a decondensating machine, which is also pretty easy to build. And then we get the sulfuric acid, and then the sulfuric acid can be used to make slurry, which you can use for 4 times ore production. But what we will need it for is to combine it with fluorite, to make hydrofluoric acid. Chemical dissolution chamber. That is going to be a bit expensive. Refined obsidian, not so much. Ultimate control circuits, yeah, that's going to be expensive. Because that needs 2 diamonds per, so that's going to need a whole bunch of diamonds. So we may need to set up the digital miner again to get those resources. Especially a lot of the iron, to be honest, because I've pretty much run through all of the iron I had. But yeah, then we've got the hydrofluoric acid.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we'll have that half of the recipe finished. Then we just need the uranium oxide, which is pretty easy. Just need another chemical oxidizer with the yellow cake, and that's just an enrichment chamber with the uranium. So that is really, really easy. Enrichment chamber is one of the first items you make. I've already made so many of them. And then the chemical oxidizer. Yeah, that's one of those ones that we've already had a whole bunch of before. Well, in the recipes. So this one's already not that expensive. Which means pretty much the only expensive thing we need to get the fissile fuel is gonna be the... what was it called? The chemical dissolution chamber.
Centrifuge-based enrichment?
Well, yes, the isotropic centrifuge. That's what will turn the uranium hexafluoride into the fissile fuel. And that also needs 2 ultimate control circuits, which are also quite expensive. Okay, so it's basically those 2 things that are going to be the big things to make. Then we've got the fissile fuel. I mean, this already looks pretty much like Oak Ridge, doesn't it?
Like what, sorry?
Oak Ridge.
Oh. I don't know what it looks like exactly. Oh, we've got a bot in chat. Willis. Hold on.
Hold on, why is this not...
Get the message again.
Oh, because it's nighttime. Yeah, because this gets its heat from the solar panels, which means it'll only work during the day, which means it's not producing brine, which means that we're not getting... Okay, yes, but that's fine. That means that we won't get... we won't run through our gunpowder stores too quickly. Right, so yeah, that'll be the production chain for the fissile fuel, which is of course only half, because fissile fuel, you can't, at least I don't think you can. Hold on, can you chuck it into a furnace? No, you can't. I don't think you can. No, you can't just chuck it into a furnace. It needs to go into a fission reactor, which means we're gonna need this stuff. But that's like the fission reactor isn't like, it needs like 1 or 2. I mean, it needs 1 elite circuit for that.
Ways to try says, is UF6 manned or what?
1 second.
Uranium fluoride 6.
Okay, so we'd need 2 elite control circuits for this, which means 8 diamonds. But other than that, it's just a whole lot of lead to make the reactor, mostly. Is what?
Is uranium fluoride 6 mined or what?
Uranium hexafluoride.
UF6. I don't know what.
Yes. Uranium. So use uranium. F is fluoride, and 6 means 6 fluoride. Uranium hexafluoride.
I see now.
So uranium hexafluoride is not mined. It's made in the chemical infuser, where you combine your uranium oxide with hydrofluoric acid. At the moment, all the stuff that I've built up here is working towards getting the hydrofluoric acid. The uranium oxide is really easy to get. You just need to enrich the uranium into yellow cake and then oxidize it to uranium oxide, and then you've got it. So it's literally just a 2-step process. And now that it's daytime, this is making brine, which means that this is working, and there we go. It's ticking up again. Good. Right. Okay. Well, how much time is it, Cango?
How much watch?
Such watch, yes.
Yeah. It's...
If you get the movie reference.
It's about 11:45.
11:45. Okay.
Round
Well,
about.
let's see. What would the next step be? Next step would be chemical oxidizer.
Ways to try to Scotch it. Great reference to Casablanca.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got it.
Yeah, that was the reference. Emichu says, of course you get it.
Okay. So
I think that's from 1941, isn't it?
well, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay.
So 1942.
So I think I'm gonna make the chemical oxidizer, and then I think we're gonna call it an Aecht. At least I am. Well, if you wanna continue, then be my guest. But
Oak Ridge. I mean, you said something about it. I also want to see what it looks like.
you want to be 4.
Oak Ridge National Laboratory. There it is, look.
Yeah.
You said it looks like that. What you've built.
Yes.
Gotcha. The uranium slugs, 1943. Huh. Molten salt reactor experiment. Right. Try says, Kango, Oak Ridge National Lab was where uranium was enriched for the Manhattan Project. Oh, I see. Emichu says, I'm off. Bye, Willis. I love you.
Well, good night then, Emichu. Sleep well.
Good night. Thanks for coming in. Text chat.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll find some mods that we can add without problems that you find fun as well.
Yeah. Do add Pixel. Yeah, if Pixelmon's compatible, then yeah, as I said, it might be good to put that in Discord so we don't forget.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But yeah, good night then.
5 and another 1. Okay, yeah, I next time around definitely need to set up the digital miner again. Okay. Hold on, that was not the right thing. I need osmium for this actually. Which means I'm gonna need another redstone. And then what else do I need? I need, well, 2 chests and a whole bunch of, I need 5 steel. Right. Yes, I'm only missing this, which I can soon make. I know that's not a threat.
You all meeting up then?
Hmm?
Are you meeting up for the thumbnail?
I don't know. I don't really have that much to show.
What will you put on the thumbnail then?
Not sure. Maybe it'll just take something out of the stream.
A picture of his toenail.
No, definitely not. But I do get the joke.
Yeah.
Do you have something that you would like to show or not really?
Not really.
Yeah. I like the mossy cobblestone. And you didn't even have to use vines to make it. Okay. Wait, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Oh, I guess I put 1 too few in there? Weird. I thought I'd put 5 in there.
Try says, I'm a bit tired and gonna hop off as well. But I enjoyed it as always. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, glad you had fun.
Yeah, thank you.
See you soon.
Good night, then wasted choice. Thanks for coming.
Okay, I've got the chemical oxidizer and I'll have it set up soon and then I'm gonna head off as well.
A can of oxidizer.
The chemical oxidizer.
Oh yeah.
Which I will put there. Well, no, I need it to face the other way. Weird. No, that's not the front, is it? The back. Oh, it is the front. Huh, weird. Which means I'm gonna need another wire. So that's getting charged up. And then I guess I can put another one of the logistical transport pipes over on this side. And then that should be input. No, that should be input on that side, and then it should output to the top when it's done. Which means I need to then use this to turn that into a... Nope, I need that to turn into a push. No, I need it to be pull on the other side. Need that to be pull. There we go. See, look, now the sulfur's going in.
You love to see it.
Actually, maybe I'll...
Have that as the thumbnail.
Well, maybe. Maybe something like this. Yeah, so now look. Sulfur dioxide. We've got half a bucket already.
Hey, wonderful. I'm glad things are progressing.
I hope that all of these machines that are running simultaneously that I'll be able to produce enough power for all of them. Ooh, actually no, that's already run out down here. Which means we will need to... Yeah, so this one is slowly... Like, it's almost keeping up, but not quite. Almost, not quite. Which is good. Which means it's not a huge issue at the moment. But it does mean we will need to extend this a bit more. But yeah, look. Also, this will... Once this machine is full of sulfur dioxide, then it'll stop running and won't use any more energy, allowing the other stuff to fill up. Right, which means that this isn't an issue at the moment. But look, it's actually working. And I do think that if you set up really big things with this, like if you're automating a lot of processes, and then you do need to really plan ahead and where things are gonna go and stuff like that. Oh, look, I can just about see Emichu's house in the distance there, in the haze.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Do you want to encase all of this in a building?
You already asked me that, and I said probably yes. Maybe.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I can definitely see that you would need to plan this out well in advance. We'd say, okay, I'm going to produce all of my gases over here in that side, and then I can have parallel pipes running them over to here where I'm going to make the solids and stuff like that, where you don't end up with like spaghetti like this, basically.
Well, it looks fun though.
Yeah, I mean, it does look nice. Like, it looks complicated and chaotic, which means that you can not brag, but you can. What's the word I'm looking for?
Look, Mal!
Yeah, you can impress. You can impress people with it. You can say, okay, now this cable goes out here and goes back this way. Mind your head, yes, and then that goes into the chemical injection chamber, which gets it's hydrogen chloride with this thing over the corner.
The shin bone connects to the ankle bone.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
the water's splashing.
Yeah, I know. But it does mean that if this were to get expanded a lot, it would get really difficult reaching all the places and keeping it straight. So, yeah. I think it's actually far more impressive to have a production chain set up in Minecraft that isn't chaotic and is actually sleek and straightforward. I mean, this is pretty compact, though, so that's good. Right, well...
That's true.
Yeah, there's already halfway full.
Well, it's a warning triangle.
Yeah, because of the power.
Issues.
Yeah, it's because it's the system is on the verge of having enough power, but not quite. Which means the machines are running out of power, then they get some power, they run, and then they run out of power again, and so on.
Right, yeah.
Right, so I guess that's that for today.
Alright.
Even though it was a bit of a shorter stream, I am quite happy with the progress on this.
Definitely,
and hopefully we'll be able to figure out changes in regards to the mod list that will enable everybody to continue to have fun for quite a while.
That was funny how when you looked up to the solar panel, it almost looked like it was attached to the building like that. Like all the way
True,
back there.
yeah, because the angle,
it matches up perfectly,
the lines do match up. Right, so I guess I'll end the stream then.
Alrighty.
So good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night, folks.
Good night.